"Hi Henry, I'm here to do a farewell affirmation for you." Yeah, so I was told to describe you with one word. So I think that word is, you know what it is. It's Malay. Okay. But jokes aside, um, just want to thank you for your service in NS ministry for the past, I think, 4 years. Yeah, I really am very glad that you took up this leadership position those 4.5 years back, where I felt that that you had certain fears, and it was actually like venturing into deep waters about like leadership and discipling people in a bigger capacity. And uh, I saw your willingness, that even though like it was just suddenly thrown to you, this leadership title, but you didn't shy away from it. You gave your very best, and you continue to trust God in the process also, as He was grooming you as a leader also. Yeah, and I think one thing that really stands you out from like a lot of leaders was that you had the ability to be very empathetic and to care for people. Yeah, and I think your LG members also can vouch also that you have always been there for them, and you've been very encouraging. You are always there to give them a listening ear. Yeah, and they can really feel their the love from you, and how you have tended to them as how God would have so also. Yeah, and you reminded me of this verse, I think it's in John 10:10, where it mentions that the good shepherd laid down his life for his sheep. And it is really true for you also, because how you have been working well with God shows how your leadership is also to your people. And we also know that in the whole passage and in John 10, where it talks about the hired hand versus the shepherd, and the hired hand will run away when there's issues. But when I saw that when your life group had troubles, problems, and there was a lot of things, a lot of turbulence within the LG, you stuck by it. You gave your very best to love them and to be there to tend to their cares and their struggles and their needs. And being NS ministry as a leader is not easy, because I've been there before. And but you never gave up. You always gave your very best, and I'm just like so glad to see that you spent your youth, your NS days, and your post NS days serving God fervently, and also trusting in God as He continued to groom you and mature you as a young man also. Yeah, so as you move on to your next life station, just want to pray for blessing. Also want to pray that His favor also will be upon you wherever you go, be it at work, or maybe in future when you get a partner, and yeah, and all the very adulting stuff that is to come. That the Lord will always be with you, and He will always go before you to prepare everything for you as you continue to trust in Him, and to hold on to Him no matter what circumstance there may be in the future. Yeah, so thank you so much for your hard work, and for discipling the next generation of fathers and disciple makers who will one day change the world also, not just in our own world but also in the spiritual world as well. So final words is Oadilo.
If I were to describe Henry in a word, it would be steadfast. Because of his unwavering faith and commitment to serving God in NS. I don't know how long he has been, but certainly it has been many years, and I just want to say thank you to Henry for serving God and His people for all these years in NS. And I just want to say all the best in your next life station. Thank you, Henry.
Yo, Mr. Henry. It's been a while, but I hope you are fine and well and safe. But I also heard that you are moving on to greener pastures, so congratulations. It's been a long time, but you are moving on. But yeah, thank you for serving in the men's ministry. Thank you for leading the guys for the past few years, and I'm sure that the lads that have been under you all this time and the batches before are appreciative of your leadership. And One word to describe Henry is that he's very Malay. Just kidding. 2020. Can't say these kind of jokes, but yeah, Henry is a very patient man. He's a very patient leader. He is most times or mostly very forgiving. Yeah, he's a leader that guides well. So yeah, I hope that as you move on to your next chapter in life, that you continue to serve fervently in the ministry, continue to seek God, and yeah, I hope to see you around. Cheers.
You just gave me a template, to use a word to describe Henry, but rather this picture came to my head. Similar, right?
Okay, fine. The word is solid. Yeah, really solid. So I recall the first time, where Henry first received me. I was in a bad shape lah, but this dude really changed and grew me to the person I am today. Furthermore, he also changed my perception of the church, and he's someone that I really look up to. In my opinion, right, I feel that leading the NS ministry is honestly a very difficult very, very difficult to lead. People come and go because of NS obligations. But this chap, really damn intentional to check in on people. So I feel that God really used Henry also to break like many spiritual grounds for me lah. So up to today, right, he still chat me up and like here and then ask me how am I, and all. In my opinion, right, that speaks volume of who he really is. A genuine person whom I see God's love shine through him. There are many more things that I can say about him, but I think I really want to take this opportunity to wish him all the best, for his future endeavors. Steady, Henry.
Hello, Henry. One word that describes you is that you are calm. I chose this word because you normally express yourself in a calm and cool manner. Thank you for sacrificing your time to lead the life group during my NS times and meeting up with me to do first steps and to also have occasional dinners. May God bless you in your future endeavors.
Hello, Henry. Thank you for imparting many knowledge to all the guys so that they have become from boy to man within the 2 years of NS. And I thank you for imparting into my life and teaching me during my 2 years in NS as well. So I think if there's one word that I will describe you, you'll be faithful. So thank you for everything. I'll see you around.
Hope you are doing well this year. I think one word to describe you will be consistent. Consistent in giving your best in no matter how tough the circumstances is. So once again, really thank God for you in leading Agape. Thanks for giving your best as well, and really look forward to seeing what God has for you in the future.
Hi Henry, I think one of the words to describe you is down to earth. Thank you for those moments in Agape where there's such an heartening identification during our conversations. Remember those times where you shared how you wrestle with God during your valley lows, and it's such an encouragement personally to me to know that I can in moments where it's challenging and tough, even as you embark to a new life station. I hope that you continue to be a blessing and being able to be a role model and impact lives as well. So thank you so much once again, and all the best.
Hello, good morning. Okay, I think this is gonna be a bit awkward because it's video affirmation and I'm looking at myself when I'm saying all this, so bear with me. Yes, as you're moving on from NS to go to the greener pastures, I hope that you don't just focus on the ministry or your studies, but also focus on your life. And then among the green pastures, you'll be able to see some flowers, and who knows what will happen. Yeah. Really want to thank you for all these years that you've been at NES, like be it in Agape or in the uni or in the entire ministry. Especially for me when I partner with you, serving alongside with you in Agape. I think you have taught me a few things. Patience is definitely one of them. Yeah, in discipling the people and also being concerned with their life. I think there's some takeaways that I have from you, and also those times that we had frictions. I think it kind of like brought us a bit closer also in terms of where we get to understand the things that the disagreements, but at the end of it we managed to come to a consensus and then to push forward for the life group, for the betterment of life group. I think that's very matured of you and also of me. Hey. Okay, affirmation for you and on me. Yeah, I think really very thankful for these times and your effort and your patience and your knowledge and experience that you bring to the people. I think as Andrew's gonna take over, I'm pretty sure he's more than ready because you've already prepared him for whatever is to come, and also for the people around there, be it Keith Chuan, be it Jia Wei and whoever that's in the live room. I think they'll definitely miss you, and they also will have learn so much more from you. And I'm pretty sure as they move on to uni with you soon, they'll be it's gonna be a value add thing lah. So when they go over, they are able to share to the people there that they know how to do certain things, or they understand these things very well, or even or better than normal because of what you have told them of. I think all in all, you're a very passionate guy, and I pray that this passion doesn't just die off or like just burn out. So continue to serve, continue to stay strong, and yeah, see you soon, bro.
Hi Henry, I'm so thankful to have you as my LGL during my NS LG days, and I heard that you're moving on, and I wish you all the best and hope to see you around at church.
Hi Henry, wishing you all the best in C ministry. Just want to thank you so much for caring so much about my spiritual growth and Gary's spiritual growth as well when we were in NUS Agape. All the best. Okay,
hello Henry. I just want to take thanks and appreciate what you have done and contributed to NS Agape. So as you move on to SIM, I pray that you continue to be the salt and light to your fellow LG mates in your life group, and continue to share your learnings and bless the people around you. And also, like, I really miss those times when we just roast each other. I think that was kind of funny. And yeah, I think you're a really fun guy. It's kind of sad that you're moving on to SIM. And yeah, but I know like it's been a rough season, but continue to press on, and all the best in your studies. God bless.
Although you may be moving to a different life group ministry, I'd like to thank you for making me feel comfortable with the current life group, and that I know that I came from overseas, so I'm not really familiar with how cell and churches in Singapore, and then I like thank you for like introducing me and like organizing meetups so that I can be more familiar with the church in Singapore. And I hope that we can still keep in contact, and I wish you all the best in your in your new life group.
Henry, so you'll be like moving on to moving on all from like NS ministry already. So just want to thank you like for all this time, right? Always been looking out for your LG members, and then you have been like really dedicated to your own job lah, and then been like checking up to up on each one of us lah when you have the opportunity to, when you already like aside from maybe your own school stuff, you have already like been serving and then also looking out for us. So really appreciate on that and really thank you on that lah. And then also I would like just want to affirm you to keep doing what like things that you can within your ability, like keep on having the dedicated attitude towards everything lah. I think it's a really good trait of you lah. And then in this tough season, cause COVID mask phase 2, so can't really do a lot of things, but just hope that you don't be discouraged during this period of time as you move on, continue to bring forward the exceptional qualities you have, like you have gained during this time, or what's just like bring it forward or improve yourself further lah. So that's all.
Hello. Oh my god, my spec got reflection, but never mind. Yeah, you are finally moving on, but the day will come, right? But okay, anyway, I just want to affirm you for being a great leader, for being someone who's very intentional in wanting to know more about the people that you lead, especially what? Nothing, but like, okay, personal experience, right? I think you made it a point to meet me before I enlisted lah, like a few days before I went to Tekong, and to welcome me into NS and to give me like the stuff that the LG has prepared. And yeah, it was a very warm welcome, and like throughout, right, I think there was a time where I stopped coming to church. I think it was last year, and when I came back, right, you were like very what's that word you listen to like the stuff that I have to say, and you didn't like condemn or anything. Yeah, I think it was very encouraging to like come back. And sorry I haven't been in church for a while, or LG, or like whatever seminar, because like, you know, plans, busy. But yeah lah, and yeah lah, I just want to wish you like all the best for like when you move on to your next area. Is there someone here judging me? Hope not. But yeah, yeah lor. You see, I cannot talk to myself. Yeah. But anyway, all the best, and till we meet again, maybe in I don't know lah. See you around. Yeah. Bye.
Dear Henry, thanks for your support all these years. It has been a pleasure having you as our LGL. 真的感谢你。I've heard news that you are moving on soon, and I want to give thanks to you for all your support these many years, leading us, growing us, and maturing us as one NSA2 Agape. And also thanks to you for disciplining me as well. Thanks for helping me grow spiritually and also physically. And I also want to give thanks to you for all your support to the rest of my fellow brothers and sisters in NSA2. And also once again, I want to affirm you for your next live station that you will enjoying all that God has for you, and that you will be able to be a capable person of leading the next LG that you will be in, and that you will be a blessing to the people there. 真的加油，真的感谢你。
Hi Henry, I just want to say happy farewell, and I just want to thank you for all the times that you have been a very great mentor to me. And although we met just a few times, one-to-one, but it was very meaningful to me and made a very great impact on me. And I just want to say that one word to describe you is that you're very genuine, because through all the talks that we had, it was very meaningful and genuine, because I can tell that you're a very genuine and honest person, that you are always willing to take an extra step for others, and that's what I admire you for, and it's something that I really aspire to be also. And since I'm just recently renewed my faith when I was 17, so many things I'm not clear about, and you're willing to be patient with me and teach me, which was really meaningful, and I'm very thankful for you about it. And I just want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors, that you will be able to soar higher and bring across the word of Christ and impact more and more people like me. And because it's very meaningful because, as we all know, in NS it's very tough because we mix with a lot of people, bad or good, and I think having you as a mentor really helped to guide me reach further heights and grow closer to God. And I'm very thankful for that, and I hope that you'll be able to impact others more, and that you stay who you are as a person, because you're a very funny person, you're a very genuine and honest person, a very great friend and mentor, and I just want to wish you all the best, and yes, happy farewell.
Hey, hi Henry. Oadilo, happy farewell to you. My word for you is genuine and caring. I just want to thank you for the times that, when we talk, you are more genuine and curious about my life than trying to implement stuff to me, to in a sense force stuff to me lah. And I think through that I feel a sense of relief and understanding, in a way that knowing that in NS I'm not here to struggle alone, especially with how toxic SF environment is. So I want to thank you so much for the times that you've been there, and that's about it. So Oadilo, hope you enjoy the land of milk and honey in uni. Hope you have a girlfriend soon. If you get a girlfriend, must intro to me, okay? Bye, peace.
Henry is some God-centered person. His advisor's conversation always goes down to God's perspective, like how he would have done, how we can rely on him in times we cannot see how big God is. When I shared how I struggled in BMT with him back then, he didn't just want me to solve the issue I had in BMT, but also the similar situation that I may encounter in the future, like solving the root of the issue. LG will definitely be different without him, but it's not about staying in contact, but keeping connected. All the best.
I think one word to describe Henry is caring. He's caring not just about people, but he's caring about his own work. He's caring about his ministry. He's caring about the kind of impact he leaves with the people around him. I think one side example is that when I first came in, everything was quite new to me. Then I didn't really. It's hard to find a footing, It's very hard to get along with people, and he really made an effort to ease me into the LG, to text me, to check on me on how I'm doing every single turn of the road, to make sure that I don't make sure that I'm not uncomfortable in certain situations. So yeah, so Henry, thanks a lot for being my elder for only 5 months. Yes, 5 months, but I'm still grateful for it. Continue to care for us, and hopefully you bring the same care that you bring to this LG in your SIM LG. So yes, happy birthday and farewell.
Hello Henry, finally I'm moving on from NS Life Group. Finally spiritually Oadilo. Okay lah, all jokes aside. Okay, one word to talk about Henry. I guess you're someone who is unexpected. Yeah, that's what I would say about you. I remember the very first time when I transferred to NS Life Group, you were meeting me for the first time. You were supposed to meet me for lunch, but then you said that you had some recording to do for church, for song recording. So at first you told me to meet at Southlands at 2 p.m. ish. I can't remember, 1 or 2 p.m. ish. I remember being there on time, and then you telling me that you'll be late, because initially my thought was that you'll be at the studio nearby recording, but turns out you were actually at home recording. So by the time we traveled all the way down to Axis, it was 3 p.m. plus, and instead we went to Bugis Plus to have jig dance. Yeah, that was a pretty late lunch, one of my latest lunch I actually had in my whole entire life. I got to spend it with you. Yeah, that was pretty memorable. Other than that, I think throughout my time in Ex-Agape, like you has been someone who always like make things unexpected, make things fun, make things appear out of the blue, I guess. Like some things that can be mundane, but you make it appear to be fun and energetic for everyone to enjoy. So it's not just activities alone, but even through small talks or just the mingling and the decelling of each other. So yeah, I'd like to say that thank you for serving this NSI group. I think it's been quite a long journey for you in NS, and I think it's finally time for you to move to a better place. School maybe, and on top of that, you're still like studying also. So I think it's about time you like lay your yoke down and just start a new journey afresh. Yeah. I guess having been studying through my first trimesters, I think I kind of felt I think I kind of experienced a bit of what you go through in your daily life as a, even though I'm not LGL, but just starting uni alone is actually torturous lah. So, and imagine how much more you have to go through with this. So I think we have to affirm you for that, for being a life group leader and while studying uni through, and yeah, leading a bunch of guys like us. Yeah, but other than that, I just want to wish that may you have a smooth journey as you transit into your new life group, and that may you grow from strength to strength and take this new journey with him and seek a new way to grow with him. So yeah, Assalamualaikum.
Okay, so I think for me, like one word I have to describe Henry would be like faithful lah. Yeah, because I think I've seen how he's been faithful with his role, with the roles that he's been given. I think like even I guess like when he was the main LGL or something, and like having to serve in museums, having to take up and mentor quite a few of us, and I've seen how like he's remained faithful in those roles. Yeah. And for me, like I really want to affirm you Henry, for just I guess being there, and really thankful for this like mentoring that we had so far as well. Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's not easy, yeah, having to take up so many roles and stuff, but I've seen that you were faithful in serving, and pray that, you know, as you move on to SIM ministry and stuff, that you continue to be faithful to what you're given as well, knowing that throughout your time here in NS that God's been faithful to you, and really pray that you just really be doing these things out of like the overflow from your heart, knowing that, hey, you know, God loves you, and that's the reason why you do the things that you do. And yep, that's for me. Yeah.
Yo, Assalamualaikum Henry. Congrats on moving on to the land of milk and honey. Oh, Adilo. Hope we get a girlfriend soon. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, jokes aside, I think I'm really thankful for this wonderful 4 years ever since I joined Agape. I think I really had so much fun. I think I could vividly remember, like, you know, the camp we had to Casevac Jonathan from like 200-300 meters, I don't know, I forget, to like to another thing, like we had to march out of the train like in a single file row. Like what the heck, lemao, like literally lemao. Yeah, I think thank you for leading Agape faithfully, I think for all these years, and serving passionately for God lah. I think there are many words, right, to affirm you, and of course this will definitely increase your market value. Please, if any girls is seeing this video, yes, please, this brother, go and get him up for grabs. Yeah, so but I think one word to describe Henry is that he is faithful. With faith that comes with trust, and trust that requires patience, and patience comes from love, and that love evidently comes from God lah. And I think one major takeaways that I had from you is that even if people right doesn't see your effort that you put in, but God sees it, and you do it for the audience of one. I think thank you for playing a important role in Agape, and also being a blessing to the many lah. I think finally I pray that you will continue to hold that steadfast faith in God lah, and bring many blessings to the people in your future life station that you may be, or you may set foot at lah. And also 加油 for school, and hope that we can catch up anytime soon. And 加油, peace out. Hope you like the video as well.
Hi Henry, happy birthday. I think a word that I would describe you is faithful. I think that throughout this 3-4 years of knowing you and working with you in NS ministry, you have been someone who has been really faithful in serving not just the people around you, but also the leaders that are around you. And I think throughout this time, although we had our differences, but I think you're someone who's willing to work things out, and you have been such a great support in many things that we did in the NS ministry, with your creative ideas and your excellent planning skills. And I also think that a lot of guys that has been placed under your care has really benefited from your leadership. And I think as you embark on your next phase in SIM, I just want to really spur you on and encourage you to take whatever that you have picked up here, and continue to grow and excel, not just in school but also in your walk with God, and continue to really influence others for Him. So really cheering you on, and just want to wish you again a happy birthday.
Hi Henry, happy birthday, 25th birthday, right? Thank you for serving in NS ministry for the longest time. I think that was a good 6 years, I guess, including your time as a member here. I think you've been through quite a lot. I think you've really been through quite a bit of roughing it out with people in NS ministry, and I'm sure the people around you have grown a lot as a result of your serving in the LG, of you pouring your time and your wisdom, your prayers for people in your life group. And I'm also sure that God has also grown you in so many ways in His ministry. So I'm pretty sure lah. Okay, no, I'm not pretty sure. I am sure that the next place that you go to is not the end of the road. It's really just another season, another phase of your life. So take care. Please continue to keep serving God at a realistic pace as well. Continue to love people outside of church. Continue to be human as well. Be realistic about how life is. Acknowledge the toughness of life, and yet still cling on to the hopeful ideal of God's reality in our lives as well. So, happy birthday again, 25 years old, actually almost just the start of life lah, right? So keep serving God, and keep loving people. Bye bye.